Like, we're walking, and like 2 minutes into this entire like walk, you can just hear your mom going,
那这什么心情啊?
We are engaged! And I just feel like we just needed to have a separate video just talking through what has happened. It feels like I've been part of like a trauma, you know?
什么东西?
Like
Sounds so negative though.
No. It's like in the best way possible. But I just felt like we needed a video to answer some questions that you might have had about this. And then also a little bit what happens next? What are our future plans? And where are our future plans? Which I think might be the bigger question. I remember you telling me that, first of all, it had to be a surprise. And then you said your friends and family should all be there. That was like the three things. And then I was like starting to text your friends. And then they were like, but how are you going to make sure that she puts on her makeup without realizing that's going to be a proposal? And I'm like, what do you mean, like makeup? Are you sure that that's a requirement? Because
It's a girl
because she
thing.
hasn't told me about this. And I was like, okay, shit, like now I need to come up with this, not only a surprise with all the family and friends, you wearing nice clothes and I wearing nice clothes, which are like, I never happened. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, as soon as I put on a suit, she's gonna know. As the weeks went, the most difficult thing was to keep the preparation a secret from you, because like we live together and like we're also sharing, like we're sharing a computer, we're sharing an iPad. I was like texting Yuan on like hidden Instagram messages that like automatically deletes itself, and then I had to like sneak away to his apartment, literally using his computer, texting your friends, explaining that I was me, and like do everything, all the planning, and of course sending like all the things to Yuan as well, like all the flowers, the rings, the snow globe, which is something that Nintya collects, hence the snow globe with the ring that also plays music. Based on these deliveries to Yuan, I got 21 emails from these stores saying like, your order is being processed, your order is being shipped, here's a tracking number, please leave a review. Oh, here's a reminder to leave a review, and if you have any problem, please contact us again. But I do want to talk about the day of the proposal in a little bit more detail, because that's like literally like the climax for me, and I was so stressed. But before we do that, I just wanted to give a special thanks to Yuan, who not only received all these packages for me when I just tried to order all the flowers, I just gave everything to him. And then he drove on a scooter from Taipei to Ilan. He, together with all of Minthia's friends, snuck in there, of course, together with the staff from Qinghe Villa, to decorate everything. And he stayed like an extra night in Ilan, just like to make sure that everything was great, and that like they prepared it for like I think 3 hours before like we actually showed up.
Yeah.
So huge thank you to Yuan. It honestly would not have been possible without him. And I also wanted to thank someone else who actually is the reason for why we actually ended up here and not having any fights or other disagreements early on in the relationship. And that is of course the sponsor of this video, Asko.
我知道你要讲。
What do you say if I say 180 centimeters of pure Swedish quality? Well, the right answer should be this Asko washing machine and dryer tower. If you don't remember, then Asko has stayed true to its original concept of creating highly functional yet minimalistically designed products just in line with the Scandinavian values for over 70 years. This means that although of course the products themselves have evolved a lot during these 70 years, every product still features the same dedicated craftsmanship, reliable quality, and an environmental responsibility as over 70 years ago. Yes, you could also argue that it's actually the Asko dishwasher that has helped me and Minthia's relationship the most, actually making our relationship last all the way to our now engagement. But today I wanted to take everything back to the beginning with the Asko washing machine, which is how this entire journey started, with one man's love for his mom and an attempt to spend less time and energy doing these somewhat boring things like doing your laundry, to be honest, and instead spend more time and energy focusing on the things you really care about. Asko is almost a synonym with quality and premium materials such as stainless steel. Not only is it incredibly durable, which means that the machine itself will last longer without any need for repair. Using stainless steel also ensures that your washing machine remains hygienic and free from harmful chemicals, which may be found in other materials such as plastic, even at high temperatures. Take for example Asko's innovative steel seal technology. Even the name itself is both functional and minimalistic, since Asko is using steel to seal their washing machine. Traditional washing machines all use rubber gaskets that can trap moisture and bacteria. Asko on the other hand uses a steel seal that not only makes loading and unloading smoother, especially with their industry-leading 31cm door, but it also keeps your laundry and machine cleaner and fresher. Now, I do also want to clarify one thing, and that is that I do often talk about the Scandinavian values and the Scandinavian lifestyle in my videos, but that does not mean that I want every single one to follow the Scandinavian values and to just live the Scandinavian life. Because I do realize that we all are unique. We all have our own lives, we all have our own lifestyles, and we of course also have our own laundry. And that is also exactly the reason for why Asko's washing machines offer a wide array of different programs. From the allergy-friendly program developed together with the Swedish Asthma and Allergy Association to the fast mode for busy families. Just as I was about to talk about how humid and how much it rains in Taiwan in general, it starts to pour down quite well. But as we all know, washing the laundry is only half the battle, since we also need to dry it. And this is where my mind is still blown, although I have lived here in Taiwan for over 13 years. Because just so you know, this is called a dryer. It seems almost like unheard of here in Taiwan, which is super confusing to me for two reasons. First one being that Taiwan is just so much more humid than Sweden ever has been, meaning that it takes like literally days for clothes to dry sometimes. The second reason is that Taiwanese people just seems super afraid of wearing outdoor clothes in bed. That's like the biggest no-no you can ever do here in Taiwan. But they have absolutely no problem with having their clothes hanging on their balconies, which are outdoors, although under a roof, and then just like wearing the clothes. And I would almost argue that if you start using a dryer instead of hanging your clothes outside on your balconies, maybe we could maybe even do a Taiwanese revolution and start wearing some clothes in bed here in Taiwan as well. Anyway, my point is that every single one should have a dryer for the clothes, and my personal Swedish opinion is of course that everyone should have a dryer from Asko. And if your argument for not getting a dryer is that your clothes will be ruined, then rest assured that Asko's butterfly drying system gently tumbles your clothes while at the same time reducing wrinkles and making it easier to fold. The soft drum technology also enhances the airflow while reducing the overall wear, ensuring your favorite clothes staying in great shape for longer. Not really related to the overall performance of these machines, but something that is related to the Scandinavian values, which these machines so very well represent, is just that they're so beautiful to look at as well. Really minimalistic design that both blend in and stand out all at the same time. Now, I'm gonna be the first one to admit that the rest of our balcony here may not really follow the Scandinavian design values, so I don't really think that our balcony is giving these machines justice. But if you're familiar with the British-American talk show host John Oliver, then maybe you've seen the episode where he has purchased an, in his own words,
brand new, top-of-the-line Prevost Marathon motor coach. It's worth $2.4 million.
Literally only filled with the best of the best, including Asko's washing machine and a dryer. Look! It's the exact same machines, steel, seal and soft drums alike. And I have to admit that when I did see this specific episode, my Swedish Asko heart started to beat a little bit faster, just like the quick washing program on the washing machine here as well. But I think that just shows that the Scandinavian values fits in perfectly regardless of where you are in the world. If you have any more questions or if you want some more information regarding Asko or these specific machines, just click the link down in the description, and while you are there, I highly recommend to also check out all the other Asko products that we also have here in the apartment actually, since every single Asko product has been made with just one purpose in mind: to give you a little bit more time and energy to focus on the things you really care about. Like, for example, going back and continue with the rest of this video. As soon as I come into like the gate, like it's a completely blackout for me. I don't remember like anything of the actual like walk. As soon as you say like I do. And I can give you the ring. I literally felt like, the famous like rock from my shoulders, just like so relaxed. Because I was just like, okay, I have to like get through these gates. Because before, when we arrived too, like everything was planned. Every single detail. I knew like exactly the parking lot of where we were gonna park.
Yeah, like the detail you told me afterward was crazy. Such as like where Yuan Yuan should park his scooter.
Yeah, so you wouldn't recognize the license
Yeah,
plate?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't even know which scooter he's driving, But like this level of the detail, like where we should park the car as well.
When I had all the planning done and Qinghe Villa was like contacting me, they were like, oh, you want to go there? And it's like, oh, this is perfect. This place is perfect for the proposal. But then there was like, okay, I can easily get all your friends there.
Yeah.
And I can easily get us there.
Yeah.
But then when I'm like, how do I get your parents there without you realizing? Because we don't really go out on these things with your parents.
And also it's in Yilan.
And the second one is like, how do I get you to dress up and do makeup? So then I was like, okay, the dinner, like the client says it's going to be like fine dining.
我完全相信. I have no doubt.
The client insists that we have our best clothes and it's like fine dining, like super glamorous. And I'm like, I don't know why they insist so much, but can you please do it?
Such a good actor. I really had no idea. I think I still overwhelming about how could I not know anything.
Yeah, and
And
my absolute favorite part of this whole planning, in addition to then Caleb Scott, the singer who 2 years ago I decided was gonna be the song we were gonna be playing during the proposal. He schedules his first Taiwan concert literally the week of the proposal.
Oh, yeah.
The time and location had already been set, and like 2 weeks before, it just pops up on my Instagram. Caleb Scott, Taipei Arena, the Wednesday, 2 days before the proposal.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know we've never been to a concert before ever in our lives.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, we're not like a concert people, and you would just ask me out of the blue. I was like, yes, it's a bit weird. Why you want to suggest this? Nothing coming up, It's like no like anniversary or like no one's birthday. But sure, it's Colin Scott, my favorite singer. So sure, let's go.
Yeah. And then I had to sit there for like an hour just pretending that I did not know any of the songs. While you're like dancing there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so even with that in mind, my absolute favorite part in all this planning was that we knew we were going to go there, we knew we were going to record this, all your friends was on board, they already had a date planned, and then I'm like, how do I get your parents there? And then my thought was like, we're going to be there early in the morning, find something to do, like maybe some like hot springs or whatever. And then during that time, I was of course planning with your parents before, and then they would also like show up there. And then literally out of nowhere, she was like, yeah, I know that you planned for like a romantic getaway, only the two of us in like this Qinghe Villa, but is it okay if I invite my parents as well? Because you could be 4 people, right? And I'm like, your parents? Okay, I guess it's okay. Well, inside I'm just like, yes, I can't believe that this plan is working so well.
Yeah, just because it's like it's not far from my house, and it's like they have like really nice dinner, according to like the website, and like they are really famous for that too. 就是想要带我爸妈去吃好吃的，就这样。
Yeah. It worked perfectly. I don't know if I should ask this, but like, how was the proposal? Was it like as you had wanted it to be, or was there anything that could have been different?
I think it was more than perfect, I would say.
More than perfect.
For me, just like I really want a surprise, and I think the most important part is I know you make so much effort, and that make this experience complete. I can feel how much effort you have put in, and then like how much detail that you plan to. It's kind of just cute, It's everything. And I'm really, really grateful for what you have done for me, and it's really, really sweet.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Please stop. That's all I needed to hear.
Now I look back, just like you say, a lot of moment was blank because I was too overwhelming. I really need to go back to see the video to be able to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm still in the kind of like the excited and happy overwhelming state.
There was actually one thing that I wanted to change. If I now could have done everything again before, like let's say like a month before, I was asking your friends, and I'm like, hey, how do you do it in Taiwan? Like, should I let your parents know that I'm gonna propose? Or is that just like something between us? But I wasn't sure what they would expect. So I talked to your friends and I was like, do they expect me to ask for permission? And they literally texted me like saying like, yes, in Taiwanese culture, like you should ask for permission first. However, we expect that Mintia's parents would just be like so excited. So
No, my mom.
Her mom. So she would like ruin the surprise. Like she would accidentally be so happy and just like say that, you know, tonight is like the proposal night, because she was gonna be there with us as well, like that day. So me and your friends made a decision to not tell your parents. What I did not expect happening though was that we went in there to the garden and they had this huge like marry me sign which in my head is like universal. You see that and you automatically know
But
what
older
is going to happen.
generation doesn't really know about it. They don't really watch like American movie too.
Yeah, I learned that. Because after watching the video back, I didn't realize it at the time, because again, I had this like blackout. Rewatching the video that I've been editing this week, like we walking and like 2 minutes into this entire like walk, you can just hear your mom going,
那这什么心情啊？
knowing what I know now, I should maybe have let them know in advance. But I would have been even more stressed thinking that there's another way that the surprise might be ruined, which you were very clear with being like the most important part regarding the whole proposal. But yeah, I will never have to do anything of this ever again. So I'm considering this mission accomplished. The last question to answer, what happens next? My work here is done. I don't need to plan anything else right now. So what's next for us?
We did talk about to have wedding in Sweden, but if we do so, we might not have wedding in Taiwan. But I don't think I can fly all my friends and family there. So I don't know. Maybe I think we will definitely have a small like church wedding in Sweden, and then in Taiwan. I mean, like, I kind of want to have a wedding, but I just feel like 很浪费钱 and 很麻烦. Yeah, maybe have a very simple one too. But we went to like your friend's wedding last year, and I think it would be pretty cool to have a wedding in Sweden. Like just find like a church near your house, and just like if I can fly my parents and some of my friends there, it would be nice. But if not, maybe we can like, you know, invite your friends, and maybe we'll have another wedding in Taiwan.
I don't even know what it means to have a Taiwanese wedding. Like for me as like the groom, what am I supposed to do? Because I mean, I don't know anything. I mean, my parents know even less.
I don't know.
I think that solves that. I think we answered the question. We only know one kind of wedding, and that is the Swedish one. Has your life changed in any other way?
Yes, I think a lot of things will change. Like we are planning to have our second channel together.
Yes, as if we don't have enough with this channel.
Yeah, but like that channel will be focused on our family, like our life, more like personal. And this channel will be more like just maybe announcing some big stuff happening in our life. And I'm not gonna be here too much. But another channel will be focused on our family. And we'll share about like our daily life and our personal life. So if you do like us, you can go to the other channel. And that channel, we will try to speak Chinese more.
天哪!
So that you practice Chinese.
没问题. Next thing would be to maybe get some wedding rings as well, if that we managed to figure out the paper part. But I think that might also be a separate video sometime in the future when we manage to get all these papers and rings and the rest of our lives figured out here in the apartment. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lucas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.